The Mahabodhi temple, located in Bodh Gaya, India, stands as a beacon of profound significance for millions of Buddhists worldwide. It marks the very spot where Siddhartha Gautama, the historical Buddha, attained enlightenment over 2.5 millennia ago. This sacred site, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, draws pilgrims and practitioners from across the globe who seek to connect with the Buddha's teachings and experience the transformative power of the site. The temple complex, with its towering spire and serene atmosphere, embodies the essence of Buddhist spirituality and serves as a source of inspiration for seekers of truth and inner peace. The Mahabodhi temple, however, is currently embroiled in a complex and emotionally charged dispute over its control and management. Buddhists in India are engaged in fervent protests demanding exclusive control of the temple, which is currently managed by a committee composed of both Hindus and Buddhists. This ongoing struggle has ignited tensions and reignited historical grievances, raising critical questions about religious authority, historical ownership, and the delicate balance of interfaith relations in contemporary India. At the heart of the protests lies a fundamental disagreement over the very essence of the Mahabodhi temple. Buddhists contend that the temple represents the heart of their faith, a physical manifestation of the Buddha's enlightenment, and a place where his teachings should be given paramount importance. The performance of Hindu rituals within the temple complex, they argue, is incompatible with Buddhist principles and undermines the sanctity of the site. Conversely, Hindu groups, particularly the Bodh Gaya math, assert their historical and spiritual connection to the temple. They cite their centuries-long role in maintaining the site, particularly during periods when it fell into disrepair. Furthermore, they point to their belief that the Buddha was an incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu, further solidifying their claim to the site. The Bodh Gaya Temple Act of 1949, which established the current management committee, comprising both Hindus and Buddhists, serves as the legal basis for their involvement. The current struggle over the Mahabodhi temple is inextricably linked to centuries of complex and often turbulent history. The temple, originally built by Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BCE, experienced periods of both flourishing patronage and devastating neglect. Following the decline of Buddhism in India and the arrival of Muslim rulers, the temple fell into disrepair. It was during this period that the Hindu Mahant, Giri, established the Bodh Gaya math in the 16th century and began conducting Hindu rituals at the site. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, as Buddhism experienced a resurgence in India and internationally, there was a concerted effort to reclaim Buddhist control over the Mahabodhi temple. Sri Lankan and Japanese monks played a pivotal role in this movement, advocating for Buddhist authority over their sacred sites. Lord Curzon, the Viceroy of India, attempted to negotiate a settlement in the early 20th century but was ultimately unsuccessful. The passage of the Bodh Gaya Temple Act in 1949, while intended to establish a framework for shared management, did little to appease the concerns of many Buddhists who felt their claims were being marginalized. The ongoing protests at the Mahabodhi temple highlight the deep-seated religious and historical sensitivities surrounding the site. Buddhists, feeling a profound spiritual connection to the place of the Buddha's enlightenment, are resolute in their demand for greater control. They argue that true harmony can only be achieved when the temple reflects the principles and practices of Buddhism. Hindus, on the other hand, point to their historical presence at the site and the legal framework that supports their involvement. They maintain that they have been custodians of the temple during times of adversity and that their presence is essential for preserving the site's multifaceted heritage. The challenge for India, a nation renowned for its religious pluralism, lies in finding a resolution that respects the deeply held beliefs of both communities while ensuring the sanctity and spiritual integrity of this revered site. Dialogue, empathy, and a willingness to engage in meaningful compromise will be essential if a lasting and harmonious solution is to be found. The outcome of this struggle will have far-reaching implications for interfaith relations in India and will serve as a litmus test for the nation's ability to navigate complex religious differences in the 21st century.